Hey, what is up, everybody? I'm here to give you a WWE Jerry Springer Presents Too Hot for TV series review today. I'm here in this week's episode. Well, this episode because it was called Out of Bounds. Um, this episode's actually really awesome. This one's probably the best one I think they've done. Um, with Now normally like in sports, they have like a line in between like a hockey game, a football game, a basketball game. They don't have it in baseball. I don't even know if you could probably just go anywhere you want in baseball. As long as you get to a base, you're fine. Um, yeah, that just made it really awkward. But anyhow, wrestling, they're pretty much saying outside the ring is out of bounds. You don't want to be outside the ring. One, you really don't want. You can be outside the ring longer. You can't be outside the ring longer than 10 seconds in a wrestling match. But here they're talking about that if you go outside the ring, you are screwed. And it shows a lot of that with this week's episode. So I'm going to talk about it. So they showed moments like the Hardys, which consists of Matt and Jeff the Hardys, put in the Dudleys, which consist of Bubba Ray Dudley and Devon Dudley, through tables. They showed that. Showed Matt Hardy giving the side effect to age right off the stage, which was really cool. What else did they show? I'm not only gonna go in order because these were so awesome. It showed when from SummerSlam 2000 when Shane McMahon was facing Steve Blackman, and Shane McMahon climbed like the SummerSlam set like 20 feet in the air, and Steve Blackman hit him with a kendo sticks, and he fell 20 feet through the air through like some tables or something. That was awesome. It showed from WrestleMania 22 when Edge speared Mick Foley through the flaming table. That was really cool. And it showed Undertaker and Mankind's, who was also Mick Foley, Hell in a Cell match from King of the Ring 1998. That was an awesome Hell in a Cell match. It's my favorite Hell in a Cell matches of all time. And I think they showed some other things. So it showed that it showed from King of the Ring 2001 when Kurt Angle had a match against Shane McMahon, and it showed Kurt Angle belly-to-belly suplexing Shane McMahon like onto the King of the Ring set. And the first time, he didn't go through it. That was actually a botch. He was actually supposed to go through it. That was actually a botch. And then he actually does it. He goes through it. And then he does it again. He goes through it. That was really awesome stuff. And then it shows... what else does it show? I don't remember what else it shows, but it shows Kane setting Jim Ross on fire when they had the little interview. This was after Kane had just unmasked, and Kane thought everybody was making fun of him, so Jim Ross was trying to interview him to get to the bottom of things. And then it shows Shane McMahon's and Kane's feud. And after this had happened, Jerry Springer was just like, "What's next? Is Kane gonna tombstone Linda McMahon or electrocute Shane McMahon's testicles?" And he's like, "Oh." And then it shows that. It shows Kane tombstoning Linda McMahon. It shows when Kane and Shane McMahon were fighting, and Shane McMahon sends Kane into a burning dumpster. And then it shows when Kane electrocuted Shane McMahon's testicles. And then it shows when when Shane McMahon tricks Kane into going into the limousine, and Shane McMahon has the limousine stowed, and he drives and he crashes him into a tractor trailer, which was awesome. And then they show that awesome ambulance match they had from Survivor Series 2003, when Shane McMahon did the coast to coast off the ambulance, through like the grate, and that was really cool. And then Kane doing the tombstone and putting him in the ambulance. That was awesome stuff. So the stuff between Kane and Shane McMahon was really good. And then it shows the brawl between Goldust and Rowdy Piper. The backstage brawl they had at WrestleMania 12, I think it was. I remember it was at WrestleMania though. And they had that big backstage brawl, and Goldust like left the arena. Rowdy Piper followed them, then they went back, and the whole thing was Goldust was like gay, I guess. So he wanted to. He was like hitting on Rowdy Piper, so they did some sexual things too. And then it shows all Stone Cold Steve Austin's moments. It shows when he threw the Intercontinental Championship. I guess that was the Rock's, and he just threw it in the river. And then it shows the Rock gonna do the same thing like a year later to Stone Cold Steve Austin. And Stone Cold Steve Austin attacks him, and then the Rock throws Stone Cold Steve Austin into the river. And then the Rock throws Stone Cold Steve Austin made his own custom version of the WWE Championship, or WWF Champion. What's in for World Wrestling Federation at that time, and he throws that championship in there, and then it shows like a week later, Stone Cold Steve Austin runs over the Rock's new car with his like monster truck, and then he beats the crap out of the Rock and throws him into the hits him with the championship and throws him into like a grave because he was gonna like bury Stone Cold Steve Austin's Smoking Skull Championship. It showed Stone Cold invading the company with the Zamboni, which I've talked about. It shows Stone Cold Steve Austin coming in with the beer truck when he, that famous scene where he sprays Shane McMahon, Vince McMahon, and The Rock with beer. And then it shows in 2001, Kurt Angle doing this exact same thing to like the Alliance, which consisted of a bunch of people, but Stone Cold was one of the people in it, and he sprays everybody with milk. And I love it when Jim Ross says on commentary, "It's Milkomania." That's awesome. It's Milkomania. Milkomania is one and wild. And then it shows Stone Cold Steve Austin invading Brian Pillman's house. And then earlier it showed the like a bunch of matches that they had, like the matches where the Divas fought in like pudding, which was really cool and sexy. It showed when The Rock and Mankind had the I forget what it's called. They had the empty arena match, which I played on WWE 13, the video game. It showed and then it also showed the Boiler Room Brawl where Undertaker and Mankind had a Boiler Room Brawl match, which was really cool. And then so yeah, that was cool stuff. And then it shows some hardcore championship matches. This was pretty much any time because Crash Holly had created the created the 24/7 rule for the hardcore championship, which means it could be defended 24/7, 24 hours, 7 days a week. So it posed a bunch of people trying to face him for it. They do it like in the package arena where you would go get like your suitcase after, like in the baggage claim, I think it's called. Prince Albert, now known as Jason Albert, tipped somebody off the ladder, which it was obviously a plant, but it was somebody that had actually worked there, which was really cool. And they fought like in the mall, in like an arcade in the mall. They went like down a slide in a mall, and everyone was trying to attack them. And like the ball pit, and Crash Holly did like a hurricane off like some sort of swinny thing. The Hurricane comes in with like a rope and takes out somebody. Kane throws Raven through glass. Al Snow tries to like drive, and he ends up landing in boxes. One good one was when Jared Briscoe pinned Crash Holly while he was sleeping, and then Pat Patterson attacked him right afterwards after his big celebration. Just a lot of good stuff with the Hardcore Championship. that I can't even think of. Like they show a lot of these good moments. Like they even show when one of the Godfather's hoes beat Crash Holly for, then Crash Holly just rolls her up right afterwards. Like really awesome stuff. And overall, I know this wasn't much of a review, but these aren't really anyways. It's just me talking about the good moments in wrestling, or the bad moments, because they show some bad moments. But these, they showed all good moments. I loved watching this episode just because it was focused on wrestling. They even showed one moment I forgot about, when the Big Show chokeslammed John Cena through the spotlight, which was awesome. Like, these were really good moments that have happened in WWE. I like it when they take it outside. It's good that they stay in the ring and just do some wrestling too. But when they go outside, they do some extreme stuff. A lot of the stuff, like I said, shown from the Attitude Era, which is proves that the Attitude Era was the shit. So it is, and maybe like they showed some from the Ruthless Aggression Era, but mainly the Attitude Era, which shows that the Attitude Era was the shit. Don't let anybody tell you differently. I even though I didn't experience the Attitude Era, but I just know I do my research. But that's pretty much it for this video. I don't really have anything more to say. If you wanna leave your thoughts and comments, if you've seen this episode, down below, feel free. If you want to subscribe to see some more videos from me, or past videos from me, then that's fine too. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.